No.
Manoj, how are you?
Hi, good evening, Vishesh sir. I'm good, doing great.
Great. Nice, nice, nice. So today, all viewers, we have Manoj Yadav, who is a Mumbaikar, engineer, and it is MBA from IIM Lucknow. Today, he will be sharing his scoop with all of us. So let us hear from Manoj himself. So Manoj, can you just take us through your background, educational background, and what you are currently doing? Where are you working, and what is your job role?
Hello, everyone. Hi, good evening to all the viewers. I hope you are safe. Like, obviously, these are tough times around out there. Myself, Manoj Yadav. As Vishesh sir said, I'm a Mumbaikar, definitely, and I've been born and brought up in Mumbai. Did my initial schooling and college in Mumbai. Then I joined Vidyavardhini College in Mechanical Engineering branch. After completing my BTech, I worked with Varian Energies Limited as a business development manager for almost 2.5 years. There I was leading a lot of projects across the domains of solar pumps and other solar verticals. Post that, I did my MBA from IIM Lucknow in marketing and operations. There I interned with L&T Technology Services in the digital strategy domain. After that, recently I have switched 5 months back as an assistant category manager in Misho, which is a social commerce company. Apart from this, I am passionate about playing badminton, and also I've involved myself in few social activities. I did one project with government of Maharashtra for developing a village. That was a very nice stint. Yeah, that's all. Vishesh sir.
Great, 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 great. So, as you said, you have worked before doing your MBA. So, is it helping? I mean, in terms of building strategies or in terms of building contacts, anything. So, is like experience acting on the positive side before doing an MBA?
So I would like to put it in two parts. Obviously, as per the general trends in India, the average batch age in an MBA in a B school is done in about 22 to 24 years. But a lot of people come with an average work experience of 18 to 24 months in a B school. This essentially helps. There are a lot of pros about this because once you go to a B school, the concepts, the subjects that you study there, you can correlate with the examples that you have been, like a challenge that you faced, like a pricing strategy, or a global expansion, or an operation strategy, or maybe
Right.
something related to finance. You must have had an hands-on experience on that thing before you have come to the college. So all the classroom discussions and the subject and academic discussions that happens, you always have a hang of what has happened in past with you, and that really adds on to grasp the subject and understand and get a better understanding. Because I would like to quote it, you have practical knowledge and now you are clubbing it with the academics, so that gives you a structural boost that you can take it forward for the next stint of corporate that will move on after passing the MBA.
Okay. So, done with engineering, done with a good amount of experience. I mean, sufficient amount of experience to go into MBA. So, doing an MBA from IIM. So, how is it like? How was the journey at IIM Lucknow?
So to be starting for it, I passed my engineering, was working almost for a good amount of time. But then too, I realized in my job that for taking a bigger leap in this career and in the corporate journey that is going to almost about 20 years for everyone, for viewers, even for sir and for me. But yeah, for that, I at that point of time, I realized I need to really support it with some structural education and a good, once again, a master's stint of education that is needed to take that leap. And that is what forced me, or like excited, made me choose MBA. When I started my journey at IIM Lucknow, obviously once you go there, there is a lot of there's a good feeling of excitement because all the talented minds, it's like top 1% of Indian uh, person are there, and you're surrounded by them who have a lot of talent in different fields. People come with a sheer talent, academics, sports, arts, and there the zeal of like you doing, taking that leap, taking that, going that extra mile to achieve something in your life is always there. For me, I started IIM Lucknow with handling a lot of responsibilities. That was a very the key takeaway from there. I was a part of 3 clubs and committees. I also ran for the elections, was the academic secretary of the college. So all in all, saying in a gist, I was running the flagship program and taking care of the whole academics of the main PGP program of IIM Lucknow. So that really gave me a lot of experience how you tackle or handle 900 students. Like this is the 2 batches together. Also experiencing having what professors do, how to schedule the courses, what should be brought on, what guest faculties should you take. So that was a really good insight that I learned. And obviously, because see, that is what the experience that you get in a college, right? Because in a corporate, you will get all different kinds of person in your team, in multifunctions team, in other teams. And that is how you learn that how to tackle with different personalities, what is the way to deal with them, and how to get your work done. That's the most important thing, because things never stop. So you need the things to get going for. So that was there.
Great. And since you were talking about IML, so can you share a few insights about the college which only a student would be knowing?
So I would like to break it in 2 parts. Something I would keep it a formal one and other one an informal. Coming to first to the informal one. So the good things about there one very good positive thing is students get to run a venture there. So they get to experience a whole journey, what and how to run a venture. And that venture is spread across food joints, across clothing and apparel, that is merchandise of IIM Lucknow, also across the beauty parlors that generally females or the female candidates run, and also the placements. The placements is also as a part of that, how you onboard companies, how you basically pitch about that. So these are the 3-4 things that the venture that is being run by the students, and they get a full experience about that. The informal part about is I would like to say the campus is really lush green, and you get to know a lot of so you get the excitement about setting in Lucknow is really good. The exteriors of the campus and the interiors are good, and one key takeaway is the parties about IIM Lucknow are really good, I would like to say. So and rest I think
Nice.
You should really experience once you reach there.
Great. Awesome. Acha, let's go a bit in flashback and let us see, like you started, you thought about doing an MBA, you started with CAT preparation. So how was your CAT preparation? Then you cracked CAT and went into the interview hall at IIM Lucknow. The interviews might have happened in Mumbai only. But how was your experience? How were you able to crack the VAT process and the PI procedure? IIM Lucknow, everything in relation with it.
Okay, so I would like to start it like that. Somewhere around, so I wrote CAT in 2016. So somewhere around April 2016, I thought I gave a complete 100% thought that I'll prepare for CAT this year, write it and try my luck at clearing it out. So since then I started it, preparing for it. So the initial focus was to cover the material, because when I joined a class, so then I realized that, okay, no, I need to first cover the material rather than directly jumping to mocks. So my initial focus, the strategy was to cover the material. Then I started writing mocks. And then I realized that the most important thing for a CAT is it's a strategy based exam more than a course or a material based exam. So you need to set up that strategy. You need to imbibe that, and you need to be ready for that on that D-Day, that those 3 hours should be as equivalent to as just writing a mock. You should be so tuned, your body, mind, and your preparation. These 3 things should be so tuned that you should feel like you're just writing another mock on that D-Day. So I wrote around, I think, more than 20 mocks, and that really helped me. And to add on, not just writing mocks, analyzing them is more important, because you should know where you are going wrong, what is working out for you, where you are spending more time, where you are not. So after every mock, you need to build upon those strengths and also try to reduce your weaknesses. And that is how, till the day, that day of when the CAT exam is finally there, you will be really well prepared of how to go about that exam. Post that, I started, once the CAT was over and other few exams which I was writing, so I started preparing for the interview and also the VAT PI process. Since I will cover it in 2 parts, since VAT PI process is generally about 2-3 major topics about current affairs, abstract topics, and also controversial topics which are there in news. So you should do a lot of reading, what is there in the newspapers, what is this topics all about, cover few pointers, which is obviously facts, and also try to build up your opinion based on that facts, because that would really help you, since a VAT process is a smaller process of 10 to 15 minutes, and you don't have to write more than 150 to 200 words. So if your preparation is well enough, you know the points, you know the facts, you know the opinions, you know which side to take, it would really help you to sum up in a very beautiful manner that 100 to 50 or 150 to 200 words in that 15 to 20 minutes. If you spend a lot of time on thinking there, it would be really difficult, and your maybe the flow of that VAT won't be coming up as required or as needed from their side. So that being that, apart from interview, for the interview, I will really break it up in three parts. One being your past academics, as in whichever field you have done your undergraduation, you need to, not thoroughly, but you should know what subjects did you learn there. Obviously get a brief fingertip note about that. I did this following subjects in this is what the subjects, briefly the topics that subjects covered, and a brief revision of that. If it's a math, if let's say for engineers, you should really know what you did in what you covered in maths, what you covered in your core subjects. If like for being a mechanical engineer, you should know what you did in RSC or something like that. For a commerce student, definitely revise your accounts, revise how to keep taxation and everything, and so on for the other fields. The second part in the same thing, coming about, if you have a WorkX, go about what is your KRA, what you have been doing, what were your special achievements there, what are the challenges that you faced, and some key projects that you drove, and what sometimes you must have conflicts of interest between a peer group or senior or junior. So obviously these are the brief HR answers that will come across everywhere to prepare for your interview. But yeah, prepare your WorkX well, and rest apart from that, what things you are passionate about. See, WorkX and academics would be there, but there's the third kitty, which is basically your hobbies, your passion. Somebody would be into sports, arts, somebody would be into some social work, somebody would be into gardening. It can be anything, but just give a brief about it. Understand what is going on. Let's say I play badminton, so I should know who is the top ranker in India, what are the federations, what are the number of cups or the this champion leagues that are being taken care, what are the academies that are being run. So yeah, this would definitely give you a brief about what is there, and giving a blanket to this, current affairs are obviously most important, what is going in and around. So that is always there.
Chalo, great. So this was literally a big scoop that you have shared with the viewers.
Yeah. I hope the viewers will be able to keep the monologue. But yeah, it was a longish. But
yeah. But anyways, this was a big insight, and I'm sure there will be a lot of learning from your side. So last but not least, even though you have shared about the prep strategy and the GDPI strategy, can you share with the viewers something that you should do when you are in a B school? May not be in IIM Lucknow, but when you are in a B school, and something that you should not do.
So I would like to say, see, unlike maybe there would be engineers, commerce, and every other field viewers who would be viewing this, MBA journey is a bit different from the undergraduate journey. It is a very fast-paced 2 years that moves out just like a blink of an eye. So one thing I would say, don't let the moment lose. Try to live every moment that you have. If it is asked to stay up for like more than 24 hours, be there, enjoy that moment. That is a caveat statement I would like to say. But yeah, I would like to say, first thing, really understand. I know it's a difficult statement, but really try to understand what you really want from your career. Because this is a great opportunity. When you enter a B school, from after this leg of education is completed, you will be entering into the next stint of corporate, or maybe it will be a first stint for some of you. But really understand where you want to be. And this 2 years, you should polish yourself in all the aspects, your personality, your academics, your skills. So just don't try to lose out on anything, because a B school offers you a wide variety of opportunities in every aspect. See, you can study and score good marks, one thing. You can be a part of a lot of clubs and committees and really handle responsibilities where you would be moving things here and there, interacting with the people from a lot of different backgrounds, trying to get the work done with them, trying to understand your weaknesses, your strengths, learning a lot from your peer group. So that is also really important thing to do. And apart from that, try to do what you want. If you want to play sports, please go out and play. If you want to build, make your health, you want to go gymming, you want to run, please go and do that also. And trust me, there is time for everything in the college if you want to. That's the point. If you want to, there's time for everything in college. So that is definitely one thing you should not do is that don't just stereotype and fix yourself in one thing. Because see, B school is about that thing that will bring up your personality as an all-rounder. So if you're just trying to hone one part of that, it I would say in the longer race it would affect. I would say, like, say if you're not a part of any club committee, or if you're not doing things with the group, you are losing out on leadership and teamwork. And if you're not studying, or maybe you're just doing all the time pass and not studying, you are losing out on the academics. So try a balance, try to strike the right balance. As I would like to say, preparing for CAT would do the 50%. But if you score a good in one section, you won't get a call, because you need to balance out your score in all the sections. MBA journey is also about that. Strike the balance in all the fields of life, in all the different domains, and really you will come out as a different person. And when you look back, and I would like to say to sir, when I look back to myself 3 years from here, I was a very different person, and now it's altogether the approach, the perspective that you look at things will change. So yeah, that's it.
Agree. So MBA makes a life-changing experience for everyone. Right, chalo. Thank you so much, Manoj. This were big insights, and this will really help each and every student who is aspiring for AMS or who is aspiring to crack CAT. Thank you so much, Manoj, for your time, and
Thank you.
I wish luck for your future endeavors.
Yeah. Thank you, Vishesh sir. It was really good connecting with you, and obviously this will be shared to the viewers, and I hope everyone a good luck. And for the shorter times, be safe, stay indoors, and all the best for your future endeavors. I hope just put your right foot ahead. You will all do what you want in your life and achieve it.